Key is to eat and not be hungry too quick and then reach out for more food or more snack. So if you do the balanced diet with half of your plate,
half of the plate should have your grains and your fats. So you divide your plate into half. You fill half of it with the grains and the fats. And the other half, you divide it into two. So you have a quarter of the plate. One quarter will have the carbohydrates and the other quarter will have the protein. So if you do that, then you are balancing your diet. You are not just eating one kind of food, because you need all sources of foods to be able to function very well, so that you wouldn't miss any nutrients that your body needs. So if you get that figured out, it depends on the size of plates too. Some people have huge size of plates.
My goodness. We're going to talk about portion size, right?
Portion size, yeah. So however you want to do, you have to make sure that you are balancing your diet. You are including the carbohydrates, the protein, and the fats and oils.
So balance your diet if you are careful, or if you want to be careful about your blood glucose levels. Don't forget your proteins, rich sources, including lentils and beans. Those are very rich sources. Of course, chicken. And we were talking about chicken, taking the skin off the chicken, or whatever meat, making sure that the fat is not too much, because fat sources from animals are not the way to go. And then also, as she said, a quarter for what?
Your carbohydrates.
Carbohydrates.
Your rice, but not the white rice, right?
Not white rice. Come on, man. You like rice. I can tell you like rice. Not your white rice, but we've actually come a long way. Where we used to eat a lot of rice. These days, I think it's once a week or maybe less. And that one is just the special jollof rice. And then the fruits and veggies on one whole side, adding a whole half of the plate to be either salads cut up with, some other fruits. We barely do that. We always reach out for the heavy starch. And if you are mindful of your health from today, especially if you don't want to get diabetes, or if you're diabetic and you want to, get your numbers low, then obviously your half of your plate, if you forget everything, remember that half of your plate. So if you're eating fufu, half of the fufu here is veggies and sweet. Whatever food, it's not just dinner, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Each plate that you eat must contain fruits and veggies, half of them. And then the other half you divide between proteins and carbs. If you are diabetic and you want to use the other half for protein, so be it. And that a little bit of carbs will also help for that. But as long as it's a healthy carb, from your quinoas and, the low index sweet potatoes, low index carbs, you will be fine. All right. So with that, unless you want us to add
and I think if you do the balanced diet too, it's absorbed slowly. I think, like we are trying to say.
That's a key.
It's being absorbed slowly into your bloodstream. So if you have a balanced diet, your chance of getting hungry within an hour or two is taken off, because you've eaten a full diet, and you're feeding your cells, you're feeding the important part of your body. You are not just filling your belly, which some of the foods are just there to fill our bellies. We are trying to feed ourselves. We are trying to take in the important nutrients in foods. So if we do that, we don't easily get hungry, because we feel satisfied for a very long time.
Key is to eat and not be hungry too quick and then reach out for more food or more snack. So if you do the balance diet with half of your plate being either leaves or fruits, those slow down the absorption of more glucose. So the body keeps those things there. Slowly, you get glucose so that you don't get hungry too quick.